Hi, it's Ra, Rishikavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Saturday, July 6th, 2024. Well, after that big new moon in Cancer yesterday, we are still amid all the water energy. The moon in Cancer is at its height, and it's the ruling planet of Cancer, and therefore all of the emotional waves are pretty high, particularly because of some of the other aspects these days. If you've been on an emotional roller coaster the last few days, I will not be terribly surprised. Now, the moon today is still in Cancer. It's in the latter degrees of Cancer. The sun is at 15 degrees of Cancer today. The moon moving through the latter degrees Cancer until this evening, late in the evening, when it moves into the grand and glorious sign of Leo. So, of course, you know we'll be in the gold tomorrow for Leo. But meanwhile, the moon is making relatively benign aspects today. Overnight, pre-dawn hours, makes a harmonious trine and isolating angle to Saturn, planet of discipline and structure, 19 degrees of Pisces. That gives us, well, if you get up in the middle of the night for a sandwich or you just feel like working, I won't be surprised. Moon in a harmonious sextile to Mars, planet of energy but often conflict, 19 degrees of Pisces. Not so bad either for energy. First aspect that the moon makes during the daytime, at least here in the United States, is a hard square 90-degree angle to Chiron called the wounded healer. It means some emotional issues can come up first thing in the morning, but thank goodness the moon then conjoins Venus, planet of love and affection and general harmony at 23 degrees of Cancer. Very sentimental when Venus is in Cancer, and so we can expect really good harmonious energy. 9:27 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 12:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 5:27 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And after that, shortly after that, the moon makes a harmonious sextile, 60-degree angle to Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, but in this case, it's kind of liberating and, hey, let's go do something different kind of energy. 25 degrees of Cancer to Uranus at 25 degrees of Taurus. 1:24 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time is when that's exact. 4:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 9:24 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then on its way out of Cancer, the moon makes a harmonious trine and isolating angle to Neptune, which of course is Pisces' ruling planet, and just turned retrograde at 29 degrees, the last degree of Pisces. 8:47 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11:47 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4:47 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. A nice kind of mystical and creative moment. Then the moon enters 9 minutes later into the grand and glorious fire sign of Leo. 8:56 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4:56 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And shortly after that, makes an opposition to Pluto, the planet of power mongering and kind of nasty issues at 1 degree of Aquarius. But if you're up late, you might catch it, but my advice would be to go to sleep early because it occurs 11:56 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 2:56 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 7:56 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You don't want to be out at the bar or in some rough place under the moon opposite Pluto. But generally, a very pretty harmonious day on a holiday weekend here in the United States, and maybe elsewhere not so bad. Of course, Islamic New Year begins tomorrow as well. I'm Ra, Rishikavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, which is starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what. Shouldn't be too difficult.